Right. Up until now, we have looked at two most important bullish patterns. Okay. So the first was the hammer. It must come after a downtrend. The lower shadow must be at least twice the height of the real body. The real body can be black or white. The real body should be as small as possible. There should be small or no upper shadow. So that's the hammer. The low of the hammer becomes support. So that's the hammer. Then we looked at the bullish engulfing pattern. Again, since it is a bullish pattern, it must come after a downtrend. The white real body must completely engulf the prior black real body. The black body must be as small as possible. The white real body must be as large as possible. The shadows do not matter, and the lowest low of the bullish engulfing pattern becomes our support area. Okay, so those are the two most important bullish engulfing patterns. There are two more, okay, which we will not go into details because that I cover separately in level 1. I go into each patterns in detail. Like for every pattern there are 20 videos, and each video has a separate chart example. So we have looked at the hammer, we have looked at the bullish engulfing pattern. So there are two more patterns. One is the piercing pattern and one is the morning star pattern, which we are not covering in this course. But the analysis that we applied to hammer and bullish engulfing pattern applies to piercing pattern and morning star pattern as well. So piercing pattern is a 2 candle pattern. Morning star pattern is a 3 candle pattern. This is what we cover in detail in the level 1 course. So please have a look at the level 1 program. But these are the 4 most important bullish patterns. Now, if we flip these patterns, for example, if I flip this body down and the shadow up, then it becomes a bearish pattern. Okay. Now all of these patterns are coming after a downtrend, right? So for a bearish pattern, it must come after a uptrend. So let's flip these patterns. So if we flip these patterns, see now this one I have flipped around, so that becomes a shooting star. This one I have flipped around, so the price is going up. You have a white real body and you have a black real body engulfing it's like complete engulfing of the prior white real body. And the piercing is split, is reversed. So you have the prices going up and then you have the long black candle. So dark cloud cover and evening star and piercing and morning star we will not cover in this crash course for lack of time, because we have to cover some other patterns like the doji, the window, the stars, the round number. There is a lot of material that we have to cover in the crash course. So which is the reason why I am covering the most important patterns, which is the hammer, the bullish engulfing, the bearish engulfing and the shooting star. So if you have understood these two patterns, it's not very difficult to understand these two patterns. So in the future videos, we will look at these two patterns, a few examples, and then we will move on to what is the doji, what is the window, how to avoid bad trades, how to manage a trade, how to do risk management, and how to look at shadows and stars and real bodies. There is a lot of material that we have to cover. So we will keep this for the level 1 program. Please check it out, the level 1 program. So let's move on to the shooting star and the bearish engulfing pattern. The same concepts that I use for hammer and bullish engulfing, I will apply to shooting star and bearish engulfing, but it will be the other way around. Okay.